Welcome back to Daily Flash. I'm Andrea Jackson. In today's KSA Cares, we are shining a spotlight on an organization that uses racing to help veterans and first responders reconnect with society. It's called Battle Scarred Motorsports. And joining us to talk about it is the founder of the organization, Brian Czech. Brian, welcome to Daily Flash.
Hey, thank you. Good morning. Glad to be here.
So why did you start the organization?
We started with just a couple of friends of mine. I was still active duty in the Marine Corps, and I just wanted something fun to do with some friends. My wife let me do it, which was great. We went and got this 96 Crown Vic from Charlotte, and it just exploded after that. That first event had us all hooked. Shortly after that, we became who we are now. We've added multiple cars. We're in multiple states. You know, it's really been an amazing journey.
A 96 Crown Vic, that says something right there.
Yeah. As a matter of fact, that car had been racing since 2009. It stopped in 14. We bought it in 17, and it is still racing today. But this year will be its final year.
My goodness. Let's talk about a more serious angle here of why you do what you do. What are some of the difficulties veterans face when coming home?
So one of the big things a lot of veterans face, and I just went through this myself. I recently retired from the Marine Corps. There really isn't a whole lot of information given to people that are when they're getting out, or when they're getting out and just did 4 years, or if they did 24 years. There's not a lot of information that they give to those folks. So they struggle a lot when they get out. I went through that. I know exactly what that's like. And our program is built exactly for those people. So I became one of the same people that we were trying to take care of day in and day out every time we hit the track. And it's the cars are the vessel. Its cars are not what make it what this is, the family. It's the people, the camaraderie, the brotherhood, the sisterhood. You've got people who have never met before getting to the racetrack, getting behind the wheel of a race car, racing against sometimes up to 120 something other cars. And it is an absolutely fantastic experience to have them get out of the car. They're shaking from adrenaline. They're smiling from ear to ear. It really is awesome.
So clearly you're getting the reaction you're hoping for from these veterans and first responders.
Yes, absolutely. And especially when you have people, who've never met. So we had a race a couple of years ago at Carolina Motorsports Park. We had 2 veterans that showed up. We had a lot of veterans, but 2 in particular. One was a Korean War veteran, and the other one was Vietnam. They had never met before. They were both Marines, and they met each other on Thursday, and by Friday night, they were sipping beers, laughing, crying, and all of us were gathered around those 2 to hear their war stories, and it was incredible. And that happens every single time we go to an event, whether we're in Colorado, we're in Illinois, we're in Georgia, Texas, it doesn't matter. That same thing happens every time, and it just kind of proves to us that we're doing the right thing. We're making a difference.
Brian, walk us through an experience a veteran or first responder gets when they sign up to race.
So when they sign up to race, they're going to get contacted by our race director, who is a great guy, prior Marine. Most of our people on staff are prior Marines or private service members or first responders. And once we get them in the mix, we'll start figuring out where they want to race at. Do they have food allergies and things like that? Because we also feed everybody for the 4 days we're out there. So that's also a critical component. So we'll get them set up. We'll get to the track usually about Thursday midday, and we provide everything: socks, shoes, gloves, balaclavas, the helmets, head and neck safety devices. We also get, we rent RVs. So guys and gals don't have to go and pay for their own lodging. They can stay on the track with everybody else, kind of like really driving home the camaraderie and the family bit of that. And then of course the food is a huge piece. You don't want to be eating, fast food for 4 days. And so we bring several griddles and we cook. We actually have a really good guy, John, who's our travel cook. He smokes pork butts. He cooks all sorts of stuff. And then me and another gal, Debbie, from our Georgia chapter, her and I cook if John is not there. So there's always good food. There's always good times. There's fast cars. I mean, it doesn't get any better than that, honestly.
Sounds like a perfect weekend. Brian, how many heroes would you say you've helped so far in this program?
It's actually on our website. If you go to battlescar.org and our landing page, you scroll down. I think at this point we're over 500 in 4 years.
Gosh, what's your ultimate goal for the organization, Brian?
the ultimate goal is to have as many chapters in as many states as possible, because we're making a difference and we see it every single weekend. Matter of fact, we just had a race 2 days ago. Our Texas chapter was in Oklahoma racing in Jennings, and then our Georgia chapter was at Atlanta Motorsports Park racing there. So we had 2 events going concurrently on the same weekend, and it was fantastic. Our Georgia chapter actually took first place in their class, which is so great. So not only are these guys getting behind the wheel of a race car, but now they're winning. They're winning these events, and it keeps these people coming back. And it's just, the family continues to grow.
Brian, this is terrific information. Thank you so much for all you do. Thank you for serving our country and for sharing this journey with us. And for more information on Battle Scarred Motorsports, just head to battlescarred.org. Brian, thank you.
Thank you very much. I appreciate it.